right, welcome to the Set My Lineup Showdown. We're looking at the LA Rams and the Carolina Panther game. We've got this showdown coming up on Sunday at 1 p.m. So as you can see, I've already got one of my lineups displayed here with Curtis Samuel being the guy running the show. So anyway, let me get you under the hood and show you what's going on and how I've built this lineup. So here are the rankings that I have. They're formulated using projections from a bunch of different experts that I combine. And then I take the Vegas odds for the game and kind of manipulate the value of the players based on the Vegas odds and those expert projections, if that makes sense. Then the value is created, of course, based on the salary in the DraftKings lineup. So these are what we've come up with based on all of the data. This is what it's kind of spit out to me. So we've got Chris Hogan as one of the best values and Gerald Everett as well. I'm not nearly as high on Chris Hogan as I am on Everett in this game. Just Everett has a ton of kind of hype going into the game. And I think that the Rams are going to move the ball over the place. But I think his projection's pretty honest at 6.42. So he's not going to be a captain, as you can see over here. He's just going to be an extremely great value at 1,800 for us to be able to stack the rest of the roster. Some other things to point out: Curtis Samuel right here, 6,800 with a 13.51 projection. That's just extreme value compared to DJ Moore, who's projected to do about the exact same at 8,200. You're going to go Curtis Samuel all day. That being said, you see DJ Moore made the list just a few slots behind him, so DJ Moore is still probably going to make a lot of the rosters. Just looking at the game and what the projections have kind of spit out to us, you can understand that it's probably going to be a little bit of a shootout at some point, especially if the Rams get ahead. DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel stack kind of makes sense, especially if you play Rams across the board other than that. So that's going to be one of the lineups that we build. That's kind of what I had shown initially. There's some key players that are missing off of this list, like Cooper Kupp and a couple of others. So I'm going to show you even deeper under the hood so you can see why. So here's the winning flex positions based on my rankings. And Todd Gurley was the cutoff, so you can see Cooper Kupp is right here. His value is essentially the same as Todd Gurley's, same as Brandon Cooks. Malcolm Brown also happens to be around the same, but I would not recommend starting with Malcolm Brown. He's projected only 5 points. That's why he doesn't really make any of the cuts. We don't want people that are only going to get us 5 points on the team unless they cost us no money, like 1,800. So let's go ahead and take a look at the captains list as well. Same thing, right past the cut. We've got Cooper Kupp, Brandon Cooks. So if you're going to play Todd Gurley, or you're going to play kind of a Robert Woods, and you can't quite make him, Cooper Kupp is actually a great option. There's just so many weapons in this game, he doesn't make my display cut. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So I'll just show this for a second so you can see what my projections are saying, who you should play, who you should use. And then I'll go in and show you the lineup that I've built here. All right, so like I said before, we've got Curtis Samuel, who's running the show. He's just such a great value, especially at only 10,200 as the captain here. He's going to get us 1.5 points, so we're talking about 15 points projected rather than 10. Let's see what I've got here. I've actually got him projected to get 20.2 points because those were his fantasy points of last year, not necessarily his points for this game. So anyway, then we've got DJ Moore right below him just because the value is also there. And we were talking about this lineup earlier where we've got Curtis Samuel, DJ Moore expecting a little bit of a shootout comeback run from the Panthers. So we're going to give Everett only 1,800 and just hoping that he catches a couple balls and one of them happens to be in the end zone. That would be awesome. If he just catches a couple not in the end zone, we're still happy that we got some points. So moving on from there, we've got Todd Gurley. Again, we may have wanted to play some other players in that position, but just based on the value, that's why we're throwing him in. And then Cooper Kupp, same exact situation. There's a ton of options that you may go with, but we're choosing Cooper Kupp because of the value. And Cooper Cup didn't make my display list, but he's right there in the same value range, but the price is less. So just based on that, I'm going to go with Cooper Cup. So let's go ahead and clear this line out. I've already got that one set up in some other that's running. So let's go ahead and create kind of a different lineup. We're going to, again, just because the numbers are screaming to do it, Curtis Samuel is going to be our captain. Where is our boy Curtis Samuel? Boom, Curtis Samuel in the lineup as the captain. And for this one, we're going to want to get Christian McCaffrey in the game because everyone knows he's supposed to go crazy, right? So we've got Curtis Samuel, Christian McCaffrey in the game. Let's say that this is going to be a little bit more of a head-to-head style lineup. We aren't really going for gold, so let's go ahead and get a kicker in to save some value. We got Greg Zuerlein as the best value. Again, avoid Graham Gano. He went on IR, by the way. So Joey Style is the play, but he's the same exact price, so just avoid that altogether. My rankings don't show that, but ignore these rankings. Do not play Graham Gano. All right, so let me go ahead and just make that red for you guys real quick. You don't want to play Graham Gano. All right, so anyway, let's get back to the DraftKings lineup here. We've got Christian McCaffrey. So we're going to throw Zuerlein in because we are not going to play Gano. Plus, the points per game are awesome for him. Our projections are a little bit better for him. So we get Zuerlein in the game. We still got 8,000 per player. Let's go up and see what else we can do. All right. DJ Moore at only 8,200. Are we going to put him back in the game? Let's go ahead and play the Rams D. We haven't done that yet. And this is a safe lineup, right? And we've got the Rams D. They make the cut. Let's go ahead and verify that. Sorry, let me get off this and go back to where we're supposed to be. We've got the Panthers defense actually as a better value at 3,200. The Rams D at 800 more. So let's see if we need to save 800 points. If we don't need to save it, we'll go with the Rams. If we do, we'll go with the Panthers. So let's go back in here. We'll put the Panthers in for now. And then let's move on. Now we've got 10,400 because we're playing Zuerlein and the Panthers. We've already got McCaffrey in and Samuel. So let's see, what can we do with this? We can play Jared Goff or Cam Newton along with some other players. I think we're going to take Jared Goff on this one. Let's read the news, see what they say about him. He just signed a new deal. There's nothing else going on. All right. I think we're going to keep Jared Goff in the game. Cam Newton is coming off of an injury. He's going to go wild too. But let's go with Jared Goff. Save us $800. Now we've got 9,800 to play Brandon Cooks along with him. So that's a good lineup right there. Again, that's built off of the fact that we got Curtis Samuel at an amazing value, and we're starting the kicker in a defense, so we can play 3 superstars that are going to go off. If you're going to play a safe lineup, you want to have Christian McCaffrey in the game. Everyone knows he's going to get 25 points. That's not a lie right there. I think I have him projected for even more than that. So anyway, there's your 2 lineups. This is going to be your safer lineup. That first lineup that you saw me run that was Curtis Samuel and DJ Moore, and then a Ram stack. That is going to be kind of my lineup for contrarian plays, tournament plays, things like that. So thanks for coming by and checking out the stream. I'll go ahead and throw this up one last time so you can see who I've got listed. You've got the ticker in the bottom left. If you enjoyed, please subscribe. Come back. I'm going to do some more of these. I'm going to do another one this weekend. And these things will get a little bit better as I get more used to doing this type of show. So thanks again. Subscribe and have a good one.